Hello, second graders. It's Miss Lacroix, and I am back with you today for your second counseling lesson in our careers unit. And today we're going to talk about something called post-secondary education. And post-secondary education is any education that you do for a future job after high school. And there's many different types of post-secondary education depending on what kind of job or career you want to have. So today we're going to go through a bunch of different kinds of post-secondary education, and I'll talk with you about my own post-secondary education. I'm sure you've noticed that I'm wearing a graduation cap. This is my graduation cap that I wore when I went through post-secondary education. And so I'll talk about my own experience in a little bit. But first, we're going to read this story from Puppy. Hopefully, he is familiar to you. And let's see what Puppy's up to today. So, hopefully, you remember Puppy. He started out in school as an elementary student just like you. He worked really hard to do his best learning. And after elementary school, he went to middle school, then high school. Then he graduated from high school. And look at him, he's got a cap on just like me. So after he graduated from high school, he wondered, am I ready for my career? Not yet, Puppy. Next, you start your post-secondary education to get ready for your career. Post-secondary education, like I said, is any education after high school. Post-secondary education gets you ready for a career. And there are many kinds of post-secondary options to choose from, depending on what career you want to do. So Puppy was so curious about post-secondary education, he went to visit people with different careers to learn about what post-secondary education they did to get them ready for that career. So for example, I am your school counselor. After high school, I went to a 4-year college called Concordia College in Moorhead, and I got my bachelor's degree in psychology. And then after that, I went and got my master's degree at University of Wisconsin River Falls in school counseling, and that took another 2 years. So that's what I had to do to become your school counselor, and that was my post-secondary education. So let's learn from a bunch of other careers that Puppy goes and visits with and see what they had to do for their career. First up, this man is an electrician, and he says, I set up and fix things that use electricity, which is anything that you plug into the wall. He says, I studied at St. Paul College for 2 years to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I love figuring out how things work. So maybe if you like figuring out how things work, an electrician would be a great career for you. This woman says, I'm a doctor. I help people get better when they are sick. I studied at Hamline University for 4 years and then the University of Minnesota Medical School for 4 years to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I love science and helping people. This man says, I'm a computer programmer. I create software and codes that people use to make computers work. I studied at the University of St. Thomas for 4 years to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I love computers and creating things. So maybe as we're going through these, you've heard a couple things that you know you love to do. And thinking about things that you're interested in or skills you have can help you decide a career also. This man says, I'm a hairstylist. I cut, color, and style people's hair. I studied at the Minnesota School of Cosmetology for 1 year to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I am creative and love helping people feel good about themselves. Lastly, we have I'm a teacher. I help students learn math, reading, and writing. I studied at Metropolitan State University for 4 years to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I like helping students and enjoy being at school. I also like helping students and enjoy being at school. Now, this woman says, I'm a construction worker. I use tools to help build buildings. I was an apprentice with a construction company for 2 years to get ready for this career. I knew I wanted to do this career because I love math and am good at building things. This man says, I'm an administrative assistant. I help people in offices keep things organized and running smoothly. I learned how to be an administrative assistant through on the job training, which means he learned from his employer how to do his job. I knew I would like this career because I love being organized. So, Puppy here says, wow, there's a lot of choices for post secondary education. How do people decide what they want to study after high school? This is a great question. You start by picking which career you want your post secondary education to get you ready for. People might think about what they are good at and what they like to do. People might also think about how many years they want to spend in post secondary education, how much money they would make in a certain career, or what is important to them and their family. I decided to stay in school so that I could be a school counselor for you, and that staying in school for 6 years after high school was going to make me the happiest and worked for me. So, for your activity today on Seesaw, I want you to make a career selfie. So, you might have a picture of yourself already, or you can take a picture of yourself right now, after this video, I should say. And what I want you to do is have some fun with it. I want you to think about what career you might be thinking of right now, wanting to do one day. I want you to draw on your picture, add maybe different clothing or an outfit or tools that this career has, and you can add pictures. You can change the background, do whatever you want. But I want to see your version of yourself in a certain career and what that looks like to you. You can also record your voice over the picture, telling me all about your career selfie and things that you made in the picture. And so Puppy did this himself too. And let's see what Puppy's career selfie looks like. So this is just an example. So first, he has this picture of himself and he added it to Seesaw. Then he's going to decorate it and showing us which career he wants to be when he grows up. Let's see. So he says an archaeologist. He added, looks like a brown outfit. He's got an archaeologist hat on. He's near, looks like a digging site. There's a magnifying glass. There's a flashlight. So this is what I want you to submit on the activity in this lesson in Seesaw. I hope to see you guys have fun with this, and I want to see what kind of careers you're thinking about. So make sure to hit the green check button when you're all done and have a little fun. And I'll see you guys next time.